Okay, let's talk more about your work as Minister of Transport. Now, just this month, 4 committees of the House of Reps came on oversight, functions to your ministry, and they said they were not impressed, they were not satisfied with how the monies the monies implemented, or the monies earmarked for the 2016 budget for your ministry has been implemented. They were not satisfied with the implementation of the budget.
No, I don't think they said so. Well, the question was that they said there were about 22 billion naira left in the budget, in the account of the ministry, and I would refuse to spend the money. That's what they said.
Well, they said that your ministry, yes, had received 243 billion and had yet to spend it, and they threatened that if the money was not spent, they were not going to allocate anything. They were going to give zero allocation to your ministry in 2017.
At the end of the day, they realized that it was only 22 billion that was in their account. But you must realize what we told them. We told them we have what is called due process. Politicians must realize that this is Buhari's government. It's about the rule of law. It's about the due process. And that until we pass through due process, we cannot spend any money. I hope you know that. So if the National Assembly, the House of Reps says, oh, just spend the money, unfortunately you can't. And I use the word unfortunate because, as a state governor, you wish to expend the money. But here, at the federal level, everything must pass through a procedure, and that procedure takes time to come by. And no matter how much the National Assembly or the House of Reps would pressurize us, we must comply with the law.
Okay, well, the committees that visited you were the committees for aviation, land transport, maritime safety, administration, port harbors, and waterways.
And that's all the committees of transportation.
And they expressed dissatisfaction. Are you saying that is not true?
No, they can't express. What would be the basis for the dissatisfaction? You journalists must learn to also ask them some questions. You must learn that there is a politics between the executive and the legislature.
Because they said that, they're already talking about the 2017 budget. We are still looking at the 2016 implementation of the 2016 budget. You still have monies that you have not spent, huge sums of money, as it were, that you have not spent. How much is that? Meanwhile, 264 billion is, about 243 billion is how much they say you have not spent. And if you have not spent it, then perhaps you should give it to other ministries that need it.
Do you believe that? Now let me ask you. And I ask you whether you believe that because...
Why should I have cause to doubt 4 committees of the House of Reps on oversight duties to your ministry?
Here I'm trying hard to manage information and manage the relationship between myself and the National Assembly. The first thing you must know that it's not possible that there will be 243 billion naira in our account. No government will release 243 billion naira into your account. You consider that to me. Secondly, if we say, and that's our budget for the year, salaries, everything inclusive, and they say we're not paying salaries, right? Okay, if we're paying salaries, so it will be 243. Secondly, we paid off 17 billion for Kaduna Idu railway. We paid up 7 billion for Itabewari railway, right? We just released 60 billion to Lagos Ibadan. So are they saying that we're not? What actually they were querying was the fact that they had 22 billion naira unspent in our account, not 243. And the 22 billion naira, I also explained to them, these are contracts that must be awarded through due process, and we're waiting for approval.
A poll conducted by Premium Times sometimes last year rated you as an average minister. Would you say that they're right in the assessment of you and the work that you've done?
I'm not in a position to assess myself. There's a saying in my village that the dancer cannot see his back.
Yeah, but if you're rated, if the people have rated you in terms of what you've done and what you haven't done, would you say that they are fair in the assessment?
Why would I be the person? I don't have to make a comment about whether I'm good as a minister or not. I have an assignment to discharge, and I'm discharging that assignment.
Okay, let's talk politics now. You have been at the receiving end of an ongoing controversy into the ownership of $43 million found in an apartment in Ikoyi. You've denied ownership of the money, and you've threatened to sue those who say that you're linked to the money. But then reports say that you will be appearing before the presidential panel headed by the vice president. Is that true?
You like gossip. I don't know why you like gossip. So when you just see anybody, who made the allegation?
Well, people are making a list of those who will be appearing before the presidential panel.
And you saw my name? Didn't you on Sunday hear that I've been removed as a minister? On Monday, I chaired the Presidential Ease of Doing Business Council. at the office of the vice president. The vice president was busy chairing the investigation panel while I was busy chairing that panel. So you want me to be responding to
So it's
gossip?
not true that you're appearing before?
Why do you want me to respond to gossip? You're a journalist. You have the evidence? You have a letter of invitation?
Okay, let's take on this one then. You denied in your statement that you know nothing about the money, but you said nothing about the allegations that you sold gas turbines in May 29, 2015.
Of course. Is that in dispute? That's not in dispute. It's not in dispute that as a governor, we built gas turbines. In fact, when I read what they said, what the young man in Port Harcourt said, he said gas turbine built by Dr. Peter Ojile's government. He built some. We also built some. We built 180 megawatts of power station in Port Harcourt. We completed the 150 megawatts that Dr. Ojile started. And then the question was, how do you manage it? When we are going on town hall meetings, everybody was saying, these things will be abandoned, just like the governor of Rivers is abandoning our other projects. We built over 400 to 500 primary schools. They are abandoned. We introduced free education. He's abandoned it.
So you did sell the gas turbines?
Of course we did. Have we ever denied that? What we said when he first made that, it's not a new allegation.
For $319 million as
I can't remember now. I need to know.
Was it on May 19, 2015? May 29, beg your pardon?
How do you conclude that kind of business May 29? How? Okay, let's assume it was on May 29, 2015. Then you collect the money May 29, 2015. You change it from dollar to naira May 29, 2015. Then you steal the money May 29. Ask questions that can elicit some answers that will be interesting to you. Don't respond to gossip. First, when he made that allegation, there was a question asked by my press team. The question is, and especially the one asked by the DG of the master, is he mentally all right? Because even you ask him, May 29, 2015 was when he said I sold it. I left Government House May 27th. My birthday was May 27th. I moved over to Abuja on May 27th. So how do you sell? Don't forget, tonight was handover date. Don't forget that. Even if you're a businessman, would you have bought anything on May 29, 2015?
Why did you ignore it when you were responding in your...
It's not an issue.
In your response to the allegations?
Well, it's not an issue.
We will take a break now. When we return, we will talk more about the politics in Rivers State. Please stay with us.